It's NASCAR Crash and Truck Series here on NASCAR Heat 5. As you can see, we're going on a qualifying lap. We are from the Texas Motor Speedway here for tonight's race. As we can see right now, I'm on a flying lap. Let's see where I'm going to finish. Disappointing qualifying session for us. We will go from 20th position here as we will start the race in the middle of the pack. We got a few drivers close to us. Jordan Anderson on pole. See you later tonight for the race. Welcome into Texas Motor Speedway here. It's the SpeedyCash.com 400 kilometers here. Jordan Anderson's been dominant all week long. That was pretty evident with him getting pole position. And Ty Majeski, he'll be starting in the back after failing optical scanning twice. As we can see, already into the Geico restarts on the leaders. Green flag is in the air. We're underway from Texas Motor Speedway. We're going to get a decent start here. We're going to be right behind Gus Dean. As we head down, we're going to actually pass him for the 17th position. We're going to see if we can get a few more here. We can get a lot here on this very early start here from Texas, like most tracks. As we are going to rub up with the 51 of Riley Herbst. As we come off turn number 2, we're going to make it 3 wide through the middle. We're going to now go back down to the bottom and start passing trucks left and right here. Already up into the top 10. Closing in on the top 5 here as we complete lap number 1. We're sideways off turn number 4. Going back to the start-finish line to complete lap number 1. We are in the 6th position. We do hit the grass. Very common theme maybe here today. As we head through turns 1 and 2, the 40 truck of Ross Chastain will give us a huge push as we come off turn number 2. We side by side for the 5th position with the 16 of Austin Hill. Now heading into 3 and 4, we're going to go, we get a little bit loose and tight. And that's going to allow the 40 truck of Ross Chastain to be on the bottom. 3 wide for the 5th position. We come off 4 back to the start finish line, still 3 wide as we're going to head back in the turn. We force the 16 up into the wall on accident, but now the 40 truck will pass us on the bottom lane and we will fall back into the 6th position. About a lap and a half later, we are still right side by side with this 40 truck of Ross Chastain. Side drafting him, we will pass him for the 5th position. Can we clear him? Yes, we can. Back all the way to the 21 of Zane Smith, who's in the 4th position. Here comes the 16 of Austin Hill down to the bottom. He will pass us for a 5th position, as right now our truck just in that process of being very loose and very hard to handle. We will head down the inside of the 16. Can we complete the pass? No, we cannot. Not yet, at least. But coming off turn number 4, the 40 truck of Ross Chastain. I'm sideways, as I'm going to be sideways through the corner. Can I save the truck? No! I'm going to go around. And we are going to drop positions very much. That was a good save. Oh, we're going to get pounded in the rear. Caution flag is going to wave here. Our first yellow of the day, as the 4 truck also will hit us. I think that was the 8 of John Hunter Nemechek that ran to the back of us, causing that early yellow. As you can see right now, we are going to pit. Just try to get that damage relieved. We are going to fall back to a 32nd position when we head back to the green flag. Green flag back in the air. We're backing our way from Texas Motor Speedway. We are going to be right behind the 4 truck, who's going to dive down to the bottom. We are going to pass the 74, still be side by side actually. I thought we would pass them by turn number 1. No, we did not. But now around this outside, we just have fresher tires than most of the field, if not all of the field. As we go through turn number 2, we're going to gain a ton of spots. So we're going to touch the wall, slight love tap to the wall, and down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. The 97's loose. We are going to straighten him out, almost wreck him, but we do straighten him out as we come off turn number 4. We've already gained about 5 positions. We're 3 wide right now, and we almost made it 4 wide. I don't know what we're thinking right now. We're just stuck in a pickle here. We are going to go down the inside on the apron. We do make contact with Jennifer Joe Cobb, I cannot talk today. As we come off turn number 2, Clay Greenfield will be in front of us for a 22nd position. That won't be a contest. Can we pass the 2 of Sean Creed heading into turns 3 and 4? He's sideways. Can he save it? No, he's around. He's around here at Texas. Caution flag will wave our second of the day here in our second in stage number 1. As you can see there, we did stay out here as we will restart in the 21st position next to the 10 truck of Jennifer Jo Cobb as we head back. Green flag racing here in stage number 1 here from Texas Motor Speedway. As we will have 6 laps to go. We were going to make it 3 wide down to the bottom of the racetrack. We will pass both of them with pretty much ease as we do have the fresher tires still. As we go through turns 1 and 2, we still have a little bit of damage just from hitting the back end of a race truck. As we head down the back straightaway now, we're just gaining spots here. So we head back into 3 and 4. We are in the 14th position and gaining up. As we will pass John Hunter Nemechek for the 13th and Ben Rhodes for the 12th position now. We will pass the 23. We hit the grass there. Almost a pass in the grass. Actually, it's going to count as, I guess. As we go back into turn number 1, we are in the top 10 now in the 9th position. And passing Chastain and Zane Smith. We're going to come up the track with Zane Smith. No, we cannot complete the pass. We are going to be in the middle of 3 wide. Going down the back stretch into turns 3 and 4. We are going to send it a little bit deeper than most trucks. That's going to allow the 18 to go around. But we're still going to be side by side for the race lead as we head back to the start-finish line here. In stage number 1, we will have 4 laps to go. And now we'll pass the 51 truck. About a lap and a half later, we are going to try to go for the 4th position here. We're going to get very sideways and loose as we go through turns 3 and 4. And back to, we're going to have a caution in stage number 1. We will finish in the 6th position. As you can see, Jordan Anderson will win stage number 1. Pause if you want to see where the rest of your drivers finish. As we finish stage number 1, we are going to take a pit stop here from Texas. We are actually going to lose 2 spots on pit road. Not a good pit stop here as we will head back down to the green flag. Green flag back in the air. We're back underway. We're going to head 3 wide down to the bottom. We really like that move today. As we now head through 1 and 2, we're going to be right on the apron, trying to pass our own teammate in the 16 and now the 13. We're going to have a battle for the race lead on our hands down the back straightaway. We're going to be side by side for the race lead. We will actually pass the 3 truck as we head back into 3 and 4. Almost three laps later, we do make contact with our Thor Sport teammate of Grant Enfinger. He will be on the bottom. He's sideways coming off turns 3 and now into turn number 4. We're going to be 3 wide for the race lead. Grant Enfinger will actually lead it as we head through the tri-oval right now. The 52 truck is very loose. We're going to fall all the way back to the 4th position as we head back into turn number 1 right now. Johnny Sauter is your race leader with Grant Enfinger in 2nd. We're going to be side by side with Jordan Anderson for the 3rd position. Jordan Anderson will clear us here, but we're still going to have another chance heading to the 3 and 4. Are we going to send it down the inside? Yes, we are, but just not too much. We do touch the apron, that screws us up. Now, a few laps later, about 7 or 8 laps later, we are battling with the 52 truck to maintain our 4th position. We will lose it, as you can see. And now the 16 of Austin Hills right on us as we come off turns 3 and 4. He's going to get us very sideways, and he's going to wreck us. We will go for a spin here in stage number 2. What a good save. And we're going to get hit by the 18 of Christian Eckes, as that will cause another caution where we have to pit. Now coming to 40 laps to go, we will be right behind the 51 truck going down. We're going to be sideways into turn number 1. We are on the apron just trying to save the race car. We will hit the 51 truck and just push him up the racetrack just to show our displeasure with him. And wow, very chaotic as we're still beating and banging down the back straightaway heading into turn number 3. We will finally complete the pass on that 51 truck of Riley Herbst, and now completing the pass on the 15 of Tanner DeRay as we head back to the start-finish line. We will have 39 laps to go from Texas Motor Speedway. Now down the back straightaway, back into turn number 3, we will try to make a pass on Natalie Decker, as we're going to be right behind her coming off turn number 4. We're going to peek around the outside of her and Tyler Hill, who won at Daytona earlier this year. as we will have 38 laps to go from Texas Motor Speedway. We are gaining and gaining and gaining on these other trucks right ahead, as we definitely have the speed. Top 5 speed, maybe even win speed, but I very rarely doubt that, as we will pass the 38 truck and the 52. As we head back into turns 3 and 4, we are going to attempt to pass the 99 on the bottom lane, the preferred line here at Texas. The 52 is going to give us a huge push coming off turn number 4, as we will block massively a very near wreck here at Texas, as now we have 29 laps to go from Texas Motor Speedway. Me and the 52 make contact. The 52 goes sideways. We are sliding up the racetrack. As you can see, the car is getting very tight, as we come off turn number 2. We're going to be side by side with the 52 truck down the back straightaway. Can we make a move down into turn number 3? Still beating and banging, going through turns 3 and 4. The 52 truck gets loose. I hit the apron. I get loose too. And just very loose and tight is that truck for us. As we come off turn number 4, going through the trioval right now. We'll come back to the start-finish line with 28 laps to go. About 1 lap later, now the 52 truck all over our back bumper once again. He will get the preferred line, head into 3 and 4. We are going to squeeze him as far down as possible. We're going to get him loose again. Just very dirty driving on our part. Now about 5 or 6 laps later, we are going to be right with the 23, as he's going to try to race us here in the 23. Oh, I spun him into the wall. Huge hit for that 23 truck. That will cause another yellow here from Texas Motor Speedway, as green flag pit stops were just beginning here, as a huge wreck happens. As you can see, we are definitely pitting here. Going back green. Green flag is back in the air. We're back underway from Texas Motor Speedway, as we can go down the inside here. We're going to force it another 3 wide down on the bottom lane as we go into 1 and 2. Johnny Sauter, your racer leader. We're going to go right down on the apron. We are going to pass both of them, as we do have the lead. About 3 laps later, we are going to be side by side with a 13 of Johnny Sauter. We are going to block up high, as he does have that higher lane, but we have the speed on the bottom coming off turn number 4. We're going to be very loose, as you can tell, and caution flag will wave once again from Texas. A very caution-filled race here, as now it opens up the strategy. Do we want to pit for tires here and get a tire advantage, or do we want to stay out as the race leader? We are going to choose option A and actually pit here just to get the tire advantage. We will lose a ton of spots. John Hunter Nemechek is also on our strategy. Just try to gain as much time as we can through the field. Going back green. Green flag is back in the air. We're back underway. A big restart for us just on the fresh tires. That's just the advantage here with fresh tires. With 12 laps to go here from Texas Motor Speedway, we're going to dive down the inside as we go through 1 and 2. Just continue to gain and gain and gain spots as we head down the back straightaway now. We are already up into the top 20. Already 7 spots, now 8 spots gained just from half a lap, just because the fresh tires. And now 9 spots. I mean, it's just insane how much like the tire advantage is here, just in this game in general. As we go around the top, we will continue to pass trucks left and right and through the middle, as we're going to push the 23 truck of Brett Moffitt through as we go through 1 and 2. Down the backstretch, we will make a daredevil 3 wide move up into the top 15. Now about 3 laps later, we are up into the top 10, going down the back straightaway now. As you can see, our tires are starting to degrade, and caution flag will wave. This might be our final caution of the race, as we are going to choose to stay out, obviously, with only 7, maybe 4 laps to go when we go back green now, as we did have 7 laps to go left in this race. As we will head back down to a green flag, our possible final restart of the night. Green flag is back in the air. We're back underway here, up running into the top 10. We are going to be 7th, still on a little bit of a tire advantage with 4 laps to go. We will dive all the way down to the inside, make it 3 wide as we go through 1 and 2. We do clip the apron a little bit, but we're trying to gain as much as we can coming off turn number 2. Grant Anfinger, your own teammate from Thor Sports, is the race leader. We are in 2nd. We are going to be on the bottom lane. We are going to dive it down the inside lane. As you can see, our car is just going to be very tight near the end of this race. So this race is certainly not over. As we come off turn number 4, very loose off the corner, back to the start-finish line. We will have 3 laps to go from Texas Motor Speedway. Back into turn number 1. We will have about 0.2 of a second lead over Grant Enfinger and Jordan Anderson, looking for his first career win. As we are looking for win number 4 on the season, Enfinger looking for win number 1 on the season after the photo finish last time out at Martinsville. Jordan Anderson also looking for his first ever win here. Now going through turns 3 and 4, we got Grant Enfinger all over our back bumpers. We're very loose as we will have 2 laps to go from Texas Motor Speedway. This is very intense as the top 5 still have it within striking distance, half a second from 1st to 5th, going through turn number 1. Grant Enfinger still right behind us. He's going to dive down to the inside. Daredevil blocked by us just to maintain this position. Let's see if we can hold on for this race win. Jordan Anderson's now going to be in the 2nd position. As you can see, our car is just very bad now. It's just super loose off exit and very tight heading into the corners. And you can definitely see it right there as we will have a white flag one final time around Texas. Now going back into turn number 1, Jordan Anderson hot on our tail, as we will have the race lead still. Jordan Anderson about 1/10 of a second back and closing as we come off turn number 2, very sideways. Jordan Anderson is going to dive down to the inside. We are blocking everything that we can, going through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Can we maintain it? Coming off turn number 4 for the final time, we do hit the apron. We're going to be sideways, trying to save the car. Still trying to save the car. Back to the start-finish line. Photo finish at the line. Jordan Anderson's first career win. As you can see, 2/1000ths of a second Anderson beat us. As you can see, Paul's favorite driver, see where they finished in this race. A very intense and a very great race finish. That finish was very reminiscent of the actual Xfinity finish here at Texas Motor Speedway between Ryan Sieg and Sam Mayer. As we take a look at the point standings, I still remain the points leader. As now we look at the playoff standings, that will lock in Jordan Anderson with that win and 7 playoff points. As you can see, Christian Eckes has the lead over Grant Enfinger by 6 points right on the cutoff line. Hope y'all like this video. See y'all next time.